This is the tale of the watering can that turned back time. It all started when a girl watered her garden. She took great pride in her flowers and vegetables, but mostly she loved her trees. Every day she'd give them a little water and sing them little songs, and the trees would grow and thrive, remembering the girl's loving care. But one day she noticed something strange. The trees were growing smaller and their leaves were turning brown. It was as if they were forgetting how to be strong and healthy. That's when she went to the market and bought a new watering can. It looked ordinary, but it had a secret. It could reverse a plant's memories. Just as she was losing hope, she remembered the old rhyme: water the trees with moonlight, make their memories bright. So under the full moon, she filled the watering can and sprinkled the trees. At first, nothing happened, but then a tiny leaf unfurled, then another and another until the tree was covered in fresh green leaves. It was so beautiful. The girl continued to water the trees, and soon they were the strongest and tallest in the whole garden. But the next day, she noticed something even more amazing. The flowers were blooming earlier than ever before. The roses remembered their first bloom, the lilies remembered their fragrance, and the sunflowers, well, they remembered being seeds. It was wonderful, but it didn't last. You see, there was a greedy vine in the garden, and it stole the sunflowers' memory of sunlight. Without their memories, the sunflowers wilted and the garden grew dim. The girl knew she had to act fast. She replanted the memory of sunlight in the only soil where it could grow, soil made of moonlight. She sang to the sunflowers as she watered them, and slowly, ever so slowly, they began to remember. But time was running out. The sunrise was near, and if the memory wasn't restored in time, the garden would be silent until the next night. Just as the first rays of sunlight touched the petals, the sunflowers bloomed. Their golden heads turned towards the light, and the garden was filled with color and song once more. The girl watched as the other plants began to stir. The roses unfurled their petals, the lilies lifted their heads, and even the trees rustled their leaves in greeting. As the morning progressed, the plants began to hum, not loudly, just a soft, gentle hum that echoed the girl's own heartbeat. She knew then that they weren't just plants, they were friends, each with their own story to tell. And as she skipped through the garden in her sunflower print dress and muddy boots, she promised to listen to their stories and care for their needs, for they had taught her a valuable lesson. No matter how small or how tall, every living thing has a rhythm to keep, a song to sing, and that song is best when it's in harmony with nature's cycles.